Allen along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. They've got Anthony, Miles Turner out there with Antetokounmpo. Then it's Gary Trent, and it's Prince in at the small forward position. And for Detroit, Cunningham is the point with Thompson on the wing. Santi Aldama is out there with Johnson, and it's Ayton in at the 5. Clark, there are some that would say that Giannis Antetokounmpo is the best player in Milwaukee Bucks history. Others might say Lou Alcindor. What do you say?
Hey, pump the brakes on that Giannis. I love the Greek Freak. But I tell you, Kareem is my guy. I would tip my hat there, but I certainly understand why others would say Giannis. I'm going to hang my hat with Kareem.
Here's Antetokounmpo. The shot's good.
You know that this is where Giannis wants the ball, but how do you stop him? I don't have the answer.
Here's Cunningham. True on the 14-footer.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, they better be thinking about him. I mean, we know how dangerous he is.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach J.B. Bickerstaff.
I asked him about the challenge of facing Miles Turner, and he said this guy is a problem for our offense. Miles is an incredible shot blocker. You have to know where he is on the floor at all times. Now, we don't normally hear a coach talk about somebody's defense first, but Turner is that guy. Fellas?
Thank you, David.
First personal foul. Team second.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. Here's Antetokounmpo. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Antetokounmpo's got his second basket of the night. Clark, the last piece of the puzzle for Giannis Antetokounmpo, winning that 2021 NBA title.
And you know, Kevin, think about this. When Giannis got that ring, he also had 2 MVPs, a Defensive Player of the Year award. Man, that's accomplishing a lot at just 26. And, you know, at almost 7 feet tall, Antetokounmpo is dangerous down inside, really. I mean, the defense has to be physical with him if they want to have a chance at preventing him from scoring in the paint.
Clark, what in the world is left for Giannis to accomplish at this point?
You know, Kevin, I don't know, quite honestly. I mean, perhaps more championships or MVPs. He's really done it all. Maybe a scoring title, but whatever he does from this point on, it's only going to add to what's been a Hall of Fame career.
Basket good.
And this is the beauty of Cunningham. He can score from anywhere on the floor. That length, obviously, a huge advantage.
Lobbed up there for Thompson. And that one's good, Ayton. Ayton's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Thompson against Trent. Thompson misses. Bucks have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Trent passes to Turner. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Confident in the paint. Turner knows he can cash in from this area.
Baseline jumper. Thompson misses. Bucks have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Here's Giannis. Kept alive. Second shot opportunity. Misses the layup. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. Ayton inside. Turner covering. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
4th in scoring, and they were in the top 10 in rebounding. That was one of the things that they hung their hat on. Never really let up energy-wise on the backboards.
And you go back to their scoring last season with all the weapons they had, putting points on the board was never a problem. Trent against Thompson. And it's Ayton with the rebound. The Pistons lead it. Cunningham gets the bucket. Cunningham's got 6. There's 37 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Anthony kicks to Prince. Back to Anthony. Driving the lane. Good D by Thompson.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Here's Anthony. Can't get it to fall. Here's Ayton. That one's not going to go. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Pistons lead by 5. Live from Little Caesars Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Pistons?
You know, in the early going, they've been effective scoring in the mid-range, and if it's falling, I say stay with it.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second, Antetokounmpo and Portis man the post positions. Cole Anthony is out there with Porter, and it's Prince in at the 3 slot. And Greg, for longtime Pistons fans, that Bad Boys era was so special.
I mean, Detroit's a tough, hard-working town, and those teams did have great talent led by Isaiah Thomas, but it was their physical, intimidating style of play that made them the Bad Boys.
Anthony with it, now defended by Cunningham. It's good, and the Piston lead is cut down now to just 3 in the basket from Anthony.
Kept moving and found an opening, staying active. Anthony grinding for that bucket in tight. One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
The Bucks shooting about 42% so far. Anthony taking his time here. He takes it in, and it's Anthony with the jam.
A nice mix and blend of speed and control on the drive. Anthony gets right where he wants to be.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Obviously, the Pistons in the midst of a long rebuild. 2 seasons in a row at the bottom of the league standings. Last season, they had the worst record in this once-proud franchise's history. That counts the record-setting 28-game losing streak that they had. Pretty clear that this could be a long road back to redemption. Kevin?
Yeah, could is the operative word. This could be indeed. David, thank you. Prince finds Anthony.
You know, the scoring efficiency has been low, and it's not helping them on the scoreboard.
Pass to Aldama. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. Bucks trail by 3. It's stolen by Cunningham.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in.
And what strikes me about Cade Cunningham is he's still capable of doing more on the floor. And he has the work ethic and attitude to make those improvements and become a real factor on the floor.
Green is checked in for the Bucks.
And let's take a look at Kyle Kuzma's numbers. Great showing for him last season. He averaged 22 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. And really just excellent numbers. I like what we've been seeing from him across the board.
I do too. I mean, he's playing with much more focus now and a much higher level of intensity.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what his offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
And dunking the ball is just second nature to Ayton. With the right positioning, he's a threat to throw it down.
Here's Porter. The layup missed.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
On the wing, Thompson. Aldama inside. He's against Green. Good on the bucket. Aldama's got the lead up to 9 now for the Pistons.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
They're outside. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
The more Porter Jr. hits this, the more driving lanes will appear for him.
Here's Ayton, and Detroit again with the bucket.
Boy, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
Left side, Porter. Here's Kuzma. No good from outside.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
It's stolen by Cunningham. Down low, looking for Ayton. He gets it in there, and Ayton throws it down.
Yeah, just proving how fast he can heat up. Once Ayton finds that rhythm, he is going to work.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Looking at the last game for Milwaukee, it was a loss to Indiana.
Scoring efficiency was an issue in that one. Took them too many shots to get their points.
Yeah, and I think they just seem to be a page behind, a step slower out there all game.
Trent Jr.
Here's Giannis. Giannis with the muscle!
Boy, he is so dangerous from this area, guys. Even when Giannis is defended tightly, he powers through it.
Here's Johnson. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the Detroit Pistons with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. DeAndre Ayton was on fire in the first half. He had 12 points and 5 rebounds. And that does it for our halftime show. We now
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. DeAndre Ayton has been sensational.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Cunningham is the point with Thompson on the wing. Santi Aldama is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Johnson in at the 3, the small forward. And that's the group for J.B. Bickerstaff as we begin the second half.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
And so it's Prince with it. He brings it up for the Bucks. Trailing by 10. Recent times have certainly been tough in Detroit. Great 14 wins last season, a franchise record low.
And Kevin, if you look, Detroit's last 5 seasons, 23 wins is the most they've had. So their fan base hungry for a winner in the Motor City.
Anthony dishes to Turner. Cunningham against Anthony. Over Cunningham, and it's off the back rim, no good.
Boy, they need to pick it up here now. I mean, they're 0 of 4 coming out of the break.
And Ayton throws it down.
Basically been all him. I mean, he scored most of the points himself.
Bucks trail by 14.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Can't complete the alley-oop. Bucks have gone 0 of 4 from the field in the second half. Yet to find the mark. It's stolen by Aldama. They get a hand on it. Looking for Ayton. He gets it in there. Field goal number 9. He's 9 of 12 with that basket.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Bobby Portis is checked in for Antetokounmpo.
First team foul.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. And Greg, you talk about toughness, the compete factor. How does a team create that culture?
Call it critical mass. When you have the entire organization and enough players committed to that kind of effort, everyone has to meet that level.
And looking now at the numbers for Cunningham, coming off a terrific season. Last season, how about 22 points per, 7 assists and 4 rebounds. And he's such a big part of what they do offensively.
Yeah, he's just got that nice feel, that sixth sense, knowing where to be on the floor to help his teammates generate points.
Just terrific at executing in the paint. Ayton has a nice array of shots to choose from.
Turner finds Portis. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thanks. The NBA is looking for greater parity. The Golden State's Draymond Green said, quite frankly, with this new CBA, dynasties are over. We're the last dynasty you'll be able to speak of because of the way this salary cap is set up. Guess we'll see. Kevin?
I hope he's not right, but he may be onto something, David. Thank you.
I think the rim could be 12 feet off the ground, and Thompson could still go get the lob.
Bucks trail by 17. Anthony against Cunningham. Unloads from 13. Rebound by the Pistons. Ayton's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
No, that's just sloppy basketball giving away a possession. No real reason for that turnover.
Green, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Porter comes in for Anthony. Bucks have gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. Portis finds Porter. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Tipped away and stolen by Ayton. To the paint, trying to find Johnson. He's got it now.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
DeAndre, he has been the guy making things happen for the Detroit Pistons. His production has been flowing as he's tallied 20 points and looks to be planning for more. Right back after this break. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skills.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter, they've got Turner. Gary Trent is out there with Portis. Then there's Kevin Porter, and it's Green in at the shooting guard position. Trent can't hit.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Nice hit again. And Ayton with the layup. Ayton's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for Detroit.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Nice shot by Portis.
Fantastic job moving the ball there by Porter Jr., understanding exactly what was available when his teammates were open.
Johnson rebounded by the Bucks.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
Here's Trent. That shot off. Good D by Thompson. Pistons leading by 19 points. Ayton attacking, and Ayton throws it down.
Oh, that is sick. I mean, a terrific ball handler for a 5. Ayton comes full force.
Here's Porter. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Lays it up off the glass. Ayton's got 6 points in the quarter.
And a strong showing of physical strength there from Ayton. Defenders have their hands full when he's around the rim.
Porter passes to Turner. Timeout called, the Bucks. And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked first in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Taurean Prince, he's checked in for Green, and Anthony subbed in for Kevin Porter. 5 on the clock, and there's the foul. It's on Cameron Johnson. That's his first foul. So, Greg, you played the point. In create a player, if you had to pick a different position to play, which would it be?
Ooh, good question, Tim. Probably small forward, wing. I'd like to be a fearsome finisher who can soar and dunk over everybody. Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Here's Trent. And Thompson sends it back.
He has the potential to be an elite NBA defender for a long time. Thompson can guard anybody.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Detroit.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year. The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for DeAndre Ayton.
An unbelievable scoring performance. He absolutely took over and never let up.
Anthony dishes to Turner. 46 seconds left in the fourth quarter to end the run. Aldama with the rebound. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
Here's Prince. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet.
You know, Prince is far from just a shooter and penetrator, folks. I mean, this guy's got a nice feel for how to play inside, too.
And it's just competing and, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
To the inside. It's deflected. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Porter.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Cunningham's shot is off. And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly.